wow, I honestly did not expect this match. Not really expected, but did not expect Mandy Rose to win. On God, I wanted more than anything. I wanted Miko to win this match. Like she is in my opinion, she is one of the greatest NXT UK Women's Champions, and it's only right for her to become NXT Women's Champion as well too, by far. I mean, Blair also she was good in this match, but Miko was dominating. Miko was dominating, and I know because Miko was a bigger threat, they had to whoop her ass first. So because she held that title for more than a year. Mandy Rose is like close to a year. Well, I mean, I know basically they're unifying like the titles and everything, and basically I know they're like doing like a Becky Lynch, in my opinion, but no one, and I mean no one, is gonna you know be at the top, of the unifying the titles more than Becky Lynch, the man. And I mean, Mandy Rose is, right there. She has like 313, I think, past 313 days of being NXT Women's Champion. And I know Mandy Rose is very skilled. She's a very skilled woman. She's a very skilled competitor. She's really good in the ring. I mean, the problem beforehand was under Vince McMahon, number one. Number two, she was only defined by her looks and not wrestling, because all she had to bring to the table at the point was her looks. Her wrestling was at the best on the main roster. When she got to NXT, that's when they actually made her and that's when she got better at in-ring performance and better on the mic. And as a champion, also actually having her first title, her world title, being NXT world title, then they had to capitalize on that and make her in-ring performance way better. On God. So I'm gonna let you know right now, this match was hella good. Hella good. Oh my God. I know you had to take out Miko because that was your biggest threat. Plus they know that Miko can whoop Mandy Rose and fucking Blair Davenport. We know this shit already. But so much near falls with this match. Oh God, so much near falls. It's not even funny. This match, Mandy Rose and Miko had to bring their air game. Now I'm gonna tell you. Now, if Blair Davenport wasn't in this match, oh yeah, in this match, I feel like Miko would have definitely took home both titles. On God, if Blair Davenport was not in this match, that's how I don't listen to you. Like if if it was just Miko and Mandy Rose, oh yeah, Miko would definitely, she will definitely be a unified women's NXT champion by far. By far, we know this. But with Blair being in this championship match, she had to utilize both of them. She had to basically let people let them know, and let the universe know, let the NXT universe know that I'm not here to play. And that's exactly what Mandy Rose did. She is not here to play. She's been champion for the longest time. She is basically the longest NXT Women's Champion by far. Not UK champion, just NXT Women's Champion by far. And I'm letting you know right now. You better hold on to the titles like it's your last, that it's your last time in WWE, and you're never gonna fucking wrestle again. If you got a major accident injury. Mandy Rose did bring her A game. I'm gonna let you know right now. Her fit was fire. I'm not gonna hold you. Representing kind of like the US in a way, because it's NXT versus NXT UK, basically USA versus England at this point. And she brought her A game. She brought her total A game. And I'm not gonna hold you. The fit fire. The wrestling fit, in my opinion, was fire. Same thing goes for Miko. Her fit was fire as well too. I mean, Blair Davenport was kind of bland, but Miko had a fire fit. Mandy Rose had a fire fit. I mean, this is just side stuff that I'm just telling you guys about. But the match on Indeed was something to look forward to watching. Oh God, because a lot of people. It's funny, even though I wanted Miko to win and become, unified champion. Everybody was cheering Mandy Rose. Oh, everybody in the crowd was cheering for Mandy Rose to win. Everybody was on Mandy Rose's side that night, and it was so memorable. That was like also a memorable match to watch. Um, like, wouldn't it have been better if it was like just NXT UK versus NXT, women's champion? In my opinion, yes, because I feel like this is what Blair should have done. Whoever the winner is out of the match, she should just honestly, you know, become anyone who wins between them two titles should just immediately battle them for both of the titles next, NXT pay per view. But that's just my opinion on God. But Mandy Rose did bring her A game. She pulled off the W and became a unified NXT women's and women's UK champion. She basically fought and basically said, "I belong in NXT. I belong as a women's NXT champion, and I also belong as a unified women's champion." And she did that at NXT Worlds Collide. I give her props when props is due. Oh God, and that was a great match. Oh God, and then like right when you see Miko was about to win, Mandy Rose comes out of nowhere with a knee, knocks out Miko, pins Blair for the 1, 2, 3, and that's it. She was champ. She was champ at that point. That was done for. And with her head held high as as a unified double champion, world champion, that will be fire. And I know NXT UK is almost about to be changed to NXT Europe, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if they have to, if they're like, in my mind, I don't know if you gotta bring the title to any, like, you gotta switch back and forth to NXT UK and NXT. Um, I don't know if they're like just dropping NXT UK after a minute and then change to NXT Europe. I don't know what the deal is, but I know whenever NXT Europe becomes a thing, I know Mandy Rose is gonna have to travel all the way to the UK and obviously change out the title to become NXT Women's, like, European Champion. So I mean, if she holds that title, both titles till the next NXT, for basically till NXT Europe becomes a thing, then she better become the best NXT Unified Champion that NXT has ever seen. Because I mean, NXT, like, double champs, or WWE, like, double champs, don't really last that long. It's hard to keep up with both titles, except for one person and one person only. But we don't talk about him right now. This is not the time. This is not main roster time. This is NXT time, and you guys know who I'm talking about. So I don't even know. I don't even need to tell the name. But it's usually hard to keep up both, like two titles on your head. It's hard to do that. If you have to go back to, like, Becky Lynch, for example, she's a good ass double champion, but she only held the SmackDown Women's Championship for like 32 days. She had to drop it after like 32 days. Well, she lost it after 32 days, more likely. But and then just stick with being the Raw Women's Champion, because only one title is, in her mind, is just one is enough for her. in that moment. And then also, if we got to go back to another double champion, um, like what is it? We have to go back to Carmelo Hayes. Even though he's not like a world champion, he's just a mid card champion, but he still had the NXT North American Championship and the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. And after he won the Cruiserweight Championship and became double champion, they dropped the title. Carmelo Hayes had to drop NXT, and Carmelo Hayes had to drop the title because no one really cared about the cruiserweight division like that. So they just got rid of the title completely. And then, if I have to say another example, Seth Rollins becoming WWE champion and United States champion, and he had to drop United States Championship because why? Because he held it only for a couple of days. Like, becoming like a double champion is a good thing, but it's hard to maintain most of the time because you gotta basically because you have double the rivalries, you have double people like looking like around you trying to whoop your ass for one of them titles or both of them titles, and then you got you're a bigger target on your back. So and then you have to end up dropping one of the titles to someone else because you can't handle all that pressure. So in my point. If my point can be broken and you can help and hold those titles as long as you can, Mandy, I will give you the respect is due. But until then, you are women's you are NXT Women's Champion, Unified Champion. But the better question is, can you hold both of them titles? Can you hold both of them titles and prove to NXT and the world why you are the best NXT Unified Champion?